As a canine behaviourist, I have worked with thousands of dogs and seen the mistakes owners make that quickly spiral into their dogs having behaviour problems. By avoiding these mistakes I'm going to share with you today, you are going to be setting both you and your dog up for huge success.
The first mistake I see so many owners make is accidentally reinforcing their dog's negative behaviours. And the problem that this happens so often is because they think that they're reassuring their dogs, whereas what they're actually doing is reinforcing the negative behaviour. Now, let me give you an example. If every single time the postman comes to your house, your dog loses its mind, starts barking, diving up the door, and you go, "Oh, it's okay, it's just a postman, what are you doing? Come here." What you're not doing is reassuring the dog. What you're actually doing is reinforcing that negative behaviour. And that happens all of the time for a whole host of problems. So if you find yourself feeling like you're reassuring your dog, the vast majority of the time, you're going to be seeing those bad behaviours happen more often.
One of the biggest mistakes I see is people not leading their dogs. I can take my dogs everywhere with me because I lead them. Whether it's in busy cities or in the beautiful British countryside, my dogs behave because they know I am their loving leader. Too many people allow their dogs to do what they want and forget that dogs thrive off this loving leadership. You should lead your dog because you love your dog, because leadership is love.
Another mistake that I see owners make time and time again is not having realistic expectations of their dogs, or more specifically, realistic expectations of their breed. Now, I'm out with my working line Labrador Sully. He is a completely different dog to my English Mastiff Eileen. The reason she isn't here today is because she would hate this. We've come for a long hike in the Derbyshire countryside and she would be miserable, and I don't have those expectations of her. Whereas Sully here absolutely thrives, and it is a completely realistic expectation to bring him, expect him to be able to walk to heel for long distances of time, expect him to be able to keep up, expect him to be able to have high levels of obedience, and expect him to be out here and absolutely thrive.
Not socialising your dog can cause so many problems. A dog that hasn't been properly socialised doesn't understand how to read other dogs' body language, doesn't know how to play appropriately with other dogs, doesn't know what a threat actually is and what a threat isn't. But most importantly, a under-socialised dog doesn't know how to be led through difficult situations, as they have never experienced doing so. Therefore, an under-socialised dog becomes fearful, anxious, and a slippery slope to many problem behaviours. But it's not all doom and gloom. If you've made any of these mistakes, there's so much you can do to rectify them. And your journey can start right now by hitting that subscribe button, as we make videos every week on this channel that tells you exactly how to fix these mistakes and move towards the dream canine companion you've always wanted.